Hello and welcome back to my channel, News by Brickstein. Just a little news channel I have. Just want to say thanks to all of my subscribers so far. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It's free and it helps me tremendously. And yeah, you know what to do. Hit that like button and comment down below if you want to. I'll get to them all and either in video or down in the comment section, and share this video with your friends and co-workers. And now let's get to some news, shall we? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I had it on a different page, but okay. Michael Bay is apparently doing a comeback at Sony Pictures with the movie Black 5, which is apparently also going to become a game. So, yeah. When he's done with the movie Six Underground with Ryan Reynolds on Netflix, he will be returning to Sony Pictures and be doing a new movie there. And of course, we know Michael Bay from the Transformers movies and other big blockbusters. He's kind of known for his big blockbusters. Yeah. And funny kind of news, Andres, I gotta get this right, Machete is actually open to an It 3 and he wants to do more Pennywise, but of course it's not official yet, but that's his statement on the whole thing, that he wants to do a third one, which I don't know what it's going to be about, because there is an ending in the second one. I'm not gonna spoil anything because it's an old movie. You have probably all have seen it, so you know what's what. So yeah, what do you think? Third movie, good idea. I mean, could be a fun idea to see what they'll do or what he'll do with the character, and to see maybe a prologue, maybe back in time or something like that could happen. Who knows? But let me know down in the comment section what you think. And also a funny kind of news, the old Batman and Robin movie kind of saw Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson portrayed as homosexuals, although the director is now out denying it totally, and Joel Schumacher who's out denying it totally. But what are your comments down? What are your comments about this? Let me know down below. Were they homosexual in the movie, or is it just something that Hollywood kind of made up? And we learned that the Inhuman series show, which were kind of like a huge flop for the MCU, is kind of like making a comeback to Black Bolts. They want to kind of reuse that character, and originally there was a plan for an Inhumans movie, but things got in the way, the deal with Sony and getting Spider-Man, which kind of totally threw away Inhumans as a movie, and they tried as a show series, which if you've seen it or if you just heard about it, tanked totally. But now apparently they want to be reusing one of the characters, but he's going to be different than the one we know from, or the one who is known from Inhumans, the series. And also a funny kind of little tidbit, due to Marvel being connected to the Star Wars universe, and Spider-Man also being tied up to the Star Wars universe, and kind of like having the Mace Windu character, who's played by Samuel L. Jackson, who plays Nick Fury. So the Russo brothers was out telling that it's just a coincidence that the two look like each other. They're kind of like, apparently, your lost twin, which is something people believe we have. So yeah. And we also got a new trailer from the new Terminator movie, Dark Fate, which actually look pretty cool. And we see a lot of action and a lot of stuff that's going to be cool, I think, in making this a watchable a Terminator movie. And funny thing, in the end of it, you hear I got Linda Hamilton say, "I'll be back," kind of iconic phrase from the second one. And also the new Joker is hitting Venice theaters. The Venice, what do you call it? The Venice, yeah, Like the Sunset. So it premieres there, and we were told that, or we know that it's just a $55 million budget movie. So we're not gonna get any big CGI scenes and great suits and car chases and stuff like that, because it's very low budget. It's like a third of what Aquaman had. So, and we learned that it was inspired by 3 movies. Apparently, it was inspired by Taxi Driver and The Cuckoo's Nest and Serpico, which normally don't kind of add up to an superhero movie. You'd think there'd be a superhero movie in there that it'd be inspired by, but apparently not. And we are hearing some rumors that there will be a new Spider-Man deal with Sony in the near future, but it's still just a rumor, but fingers crossed that it might become something. But in the meanwhile, we've gotten the trailer for Far From Home, the new director's cut, which is going to hit some theaters soon. And it is, yeah, you get some new scenes and stuff that it kind of explains the connections to other small plot points later on. I don't really want to go into it too much because it's still very new and very fresh, so I don't want to spoil anything. But you learn some stuff about, yeah, the necklace and how he gets the money. And yeah, you just kind of, it's not a lot because not a lot of action scenes. They're kind of like doing the Avengers thing and re-premiering it. So I'm not going to watch it or anything like that. I want to watch it when it comes out on Blu-ray and DVD. But otherwise, I'm not gonna go into the theaters and watch this. And now it's come to Avengers' turn to come to the home theaters, and in that due, it's already been breaking records left and right, and it broke the record in the Great Britain for, I gotta check up how many. It was sold on the opening week for the Great Britain. There were sold 335,400 copies. So yeah, it keeps breaking records after records. I mean, it's dethroned Avatar as the highest grossing movie of all time, which I believe is fair. I'm not that into Avatar, and I really liked Endgame a lot more, so it's just kind of like awesome. Yeah, but it keeps breaking records. In my country, for example, it's broken so many records, like pre-sales and stuff like that, and also how much it made in the theaters, and it's been like that in several countries around the world. So good on them and good on the MCU, because that means they're gonna be bringing us even more movies and not stopping any time in the near future. And we've also learned in the expo and stuff that they already have a phase 4 mapped out and a phase 5 in works. So, and we've gotten a little glimpse of it. You can go online and check out some homemade trailers or homemade footage people have made, and I believe it's on YouTube as well, so go check it out. So now we're nearing the start of season 10 of The Walking Dead, which is of course AMC's biggest venture, and they've already made Fear the Walking Dead, and now there's a possible third one in the works from the director of Kong Skull Island, Jordan. I can't remember his last name for the life of me, but yeah, there's a third one on the way apparently, and it's going to center around the first kids, the first people having to deal with the outbreak and stuff like that. So it's kind of like back to basics again, And yeah, and of course we also got the movies coming out. 3 movies where we'll be seeing Rick Grimes again, because he is, of course, spoiler alert if you don't know, he died in season 9, and many speculated that it would be the end of the show after that, but it's gone continued strong after, and the new teaser trailer thing we've got actually revealed a little bit about who survived and who are fighting together in this post-apocalyptic world. And they're talking about they survived the end of the world, and we see them all standing in fight stance and ready to fight a horde of zombies coming. And one of the person we also see is Negan. So he has now become apparently a full-fledged member of the squad, going out helping and killing and gathering stuff. So yeah, there's that to look forward to. So I've just seen the movie Dark Phoenix, and I have a few notes. And of course, spoiler warning, if you don't want to know anything about it, jump ahead around like a minute or so, or 2 minutes to be sure, or 1 minute to check in, yeah, so on. And first off, I believe, in my opinion, it is a terrible movie. I understand the critics and the fans are like, it's not a good movie. It's just, I mean, we've got a major plot point and plot hole, because they've made all the X-Men movie canons, which we all know now, and so two things doesn't make sense. And now, of course, spoiler warning is in effect, so please remember, if you haven't seen it, or if you don't want to know, jump ahead just a little while, not maybe a minute. And yeah, the plot points I was coming to, the plot holes, major plot holes I was coming to, was the fact that Raven, aka Mystique, dies, which is like, okay, how does she does all the things she does in the other movies? And yeah, that was kind of a little better. So yeah, and also Jane Grey, who's also in the future movies and the elder movies, transcends to a higher entity or being or whatever, and is kind of like out too. So there's 2 people that's kind of going to be missing from the future, and it's like they didn't even try. I mean, there are some okay fight sequence, some okay made choreographed and stuff like that, but they made her like kind of like Thanos, the way she kind of made people dust away. But yeah, apart from that, let me see what I have written down. And also, now I understand why the Disney stock plummeted when it came out, because their name is on it after they purchased Fox, and so they are kind of getting a knock in the head because of it, and which is also why I believe it should have been a direct to DVD movie instead of a theater movie, which would have saved a whole bunch. But of course, it was also nice that the cast was replaced from the first class and stuff like that. So we got some stuff there, and we also got some little tidbits, some cameos. The 2 guys, Xavier and I can't remember his name, playing chess like they do in the future movies. They play chess in the end of the game. But again, I don't understand why they decided to do this as a theater movie, and it also has the worst ending ever. I mean, it's like, what? there's no real ending to it. There's no real satisfying, oh, this is the end. And yeah, and now I can understand why the MCU wants to wait making a new X-Men movies moving forward, because they're going to be totally different than these ones. So of course they're gonna want a little break from the stuff. I'm sorry if I'm looking at I'm kind of tired. It's 1 o'clock in the night at night here, and I've just finished the movie, so I just wanted to make a quick report while it's still fresh in my memory. And yeah, again, not worth it. Not don't just wait. Just wait. Don't just. Hey, so now we've gotten a kind of description of the last of those 4 minutes extra from Spider-Man Far From Home, which is hitting theaters. And I've read them and I've seen some footage online and stuff like that. The 4 minutes, it's not worth it, and what you see is just, yeah. So the spoiler warning, of course. You just see random stuff. I'm not gonna spoil anything. You just see random stuff happening, natural small thing that's happening that you normally just you cut out or you don't even make because it's irrelevant to the plot and to the whole movie itself. Of course, there was something about the fight scene being longer. The fight scene in the beginning, the fight scene, supposed to be larger and bigger, but that's about it. And also, I've heard from my sources that the new Joker movie has been viewed to critics, and they love it. Apparently, it's like they're saying, like everybody, you have to go see it. It's kind of like another superhero movie. It's something different, a character development kind of movie, where you see him develop into the Joker and stuff, and the journey through it all, which is also kind of cool, I guess, because they're saying that even non-Joker fans and people who don't know the Joker can see this movie and still follow it. So it's kind of like hitting a wide audience with the low budget. So it's looking good for it, and also the reaction also in Venice is that everybody's just talking about the movie Joker. So apparently it's going to be a big thing, maybe even an Oscar candidate. You never know. It's with the success it's having in Venice. If it keeps it up like at the others, Sundances and stuff like that, festivals, it will definitely be in an Oscar nomination for sure, I believe. And that's kind of it for this week, guys. So thank you all. Or I'm sorry, this is the first of two this week. This is because this is Sunday night, so I'm just it's after 12, so it's kind of like Monday morning. So I'm posting this kind of early and quickly compared to what I would usually do. But yeah, it's all for you guys, so please, thank you all for watching, and subscribe and share this video with your friends and co-workers, people you know, just everybody. And again, thank you all for watching. Leave a preferably a like, of course, and I'll see you all next time. Bye all.